So it's been 1 year since your husband has ended things with the AP, but he still follows random women on social media and is super protective of his phone. Has made so many changes, though. Will I ever be able to trust him again? First of all, my heart just goes out to you because this is such a painful road to go down and to navigate, and it can feel very lonely and isolating. So I just want to say that you're not alone. After reading your comment here, there are a few things in here that are red flags to me, that he's not actually progressing and he's not actually doing the work. And the very first one is that he is super protective of his phone. I I don't care how much a man reassures you, when a man or a woman has cheated, there has to be complete transparency. Otherwise, you, as the betrayed, will never be able to truly trust and reconcile with them. There will always be that thought in the back of your mind, what is he doing? And if they're not willing to have that transparency with you, what is it that they're hiding? What is it that is so important for them that you can't see on the phone? I've argued about this before. My argument is we share our bodies with this person, our beds, our homes, our bills, our wallets, our keys, our cars, our kids, but we can't share each other's phones. What is so private on the phone that I cannot have access to your phone? I'm sorry, but we are in a monogamous, committed relationship, and that involves honesty and transparency, and that requires access. You can look at my phone, I can look at your phone. You can look at my computer, I can look at your computer. It goes both ways. So that to me is a really big red flag when couples tell me that he's not willing to be transparent and honest. And a man who's not willing to be transparent and honest is not giving his partner the opportunity to heal and recover. He is not making that a priority. He is making whatever his selfish ambitions are, protecting his heart, his nature, whatever it is. He's being more protective of himself than he is to protect the feelings that he is wounded and broken down in the relationship, to heal and rebuild his partner in the relationship. So that tells me his priorities are off. Still following random women on social media. Again, that is not making the healing of the relationship a priority. That is something selfish that he is continuing to do. So, if this person truly wants to make the marriage a priority, set boundaries that you will not tolerate these things, or that you will need to separate, or that you will need to rethink things and reevaluate things within the relationship. I think that women need to understand that you all have a lot of power, and these men are using their power to minimize yours. These men are using their manipulation, their love bombing, their gaslighting, their emotional withdrawing, their abuse to make you believe and question things like, is this right? Is this normal? Is this okay? Is this acceptable? Am I crazy? Am I doing all the right things? I just want to encourage every woman out there, if something feels unacceptable to you in your gut, if you have a gut feeling that something is going on, if you have a gut feeling that what they are doing is not right or okay, or it's violating you in some way, shape, or form, put a boundary right there. Put a big fat stop sign right there and say, absolutely not. And many of you are scared, well, he's going to get angry or he's going to react, or, okay, let him react. If you're not in an abusive situation where he's going to not be violent with you, let him blow up and react, because it is all smokes and screens at the end of the day. Now, if he's violently abusive, that's a different story. Get somebody involved. Get somebody in that situation, because you shouldn't be there in the first place if that's really where it's escalated things to. But if he gets mad and he's angry, okay, sit there and act like you're indifferent to it. So what? Okay, fine. You're going to sit there and yell and scream. I'm going to sit right here and tell you the way that you're speaking to me is unacceptable. And you can walk out, or I will walk out of this conversation if that behavior continues. Now, I understand that most of you don't understand how to get your mind to this mindset, and it's taken me years as well. It's taken me over 7 years to develop that mindset, but this is the work I do with women, and I will teach you how to never, ever, ever let a man gaslight, manipulate you, emotionally withdraw from you to the point where it feels like you're clinging onto them because your anxiety wants them to come back, to fall for love bombing, all the above. I will teach you how to navigate that so that you can stand there indifferently and say, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but my boundary is not moving. And it is unacceptable for you to continue to look at women online, to not have access to your phone, because that is not doing the work and that is not helping our intimacy or trust be rebuilt in this relationship. So if you would like to rebuild the trust and intimacy in our relationship, you're going to have to stop these two things. And if that's not something you feel like you cannot do, then I need to reevaluate my situation in this relationship and consider a time of separation. End of story.